This video starts, I want to say I'm doing a Tusk giveaway. If you want a Tusk, all you have to do is subscribe, join my Discord server, get to level 5 in the server, and you get to level 5 by just messaging and stuff. It's really not that hard to get to level 5, so I just said that. And I can just randomize from all the people who are level 5. Not only that, but yeah, it's just much more easier for me. So if you want a Tusk, then go ahead and do that, and I'll be announcing the winner of the giveaway one of the next 3 videos I post, so yeah, just keep an eye out for that. Alright guys, so we're back, and today we're going to be doing a bit of a different video. This video is going to be me explaining the Project JoJo storyline that you probably didn't even know existed. So the Project JoJo storyline comes in with NPCs and talking to them, they say stuff, and 90% of the time when you're talking to an NPC, you skip through everything. Let's be honest. Once you killed the BIG, you didn't want to hear anything Gyro said. You didn't even talk to Gyro at the beginning. Same with Jotaro, you wanted to get that fusion mask. Or, now, just the ability to fuse with the Stone Roka. Anyway, but I'm going to be explaining it. And like, instead of just, reading it to you and stuff, I'm going to be going in depth on like what things mean and a few of my theories on what could happen in the future for the storyline if they still continue it, because I don't really know if they're going to want to put extra time in coding in a storyline when nobody really, reads it. But anyway, that's what I'm here for, to explain it so you don't have to go read it and, redo everything, because I know you won't. Anyway, so the storyline starts off like this. You're expected to get into the game and start doing the quests that the other Gyros have before talking to the main Gyro near the train. And I'm going to call him the main Gyro because he's the one that tells you about everything, and I'm not going to really say anything much about the other Gyros because they don't really talk, they just give you a quest. So anyway, after you've done all their quests, then you go talk to the main Gyro and he says, "Yo ho ho, looking to board this train, are you? Do you even know where it goes or how long it'll take to reach its destination? I don't think you want to know the answers to those questions, partner. I'm messing with you. I wish I knew for myself where this train goes. In fact, I've been trying to figure it out for some hours. Well, not that I care about some silly train. Say, you've been a real helping hand around here. What's that? There are copies of me all over the place? Ah. Hey, don't tell anybody, alright? Everybody already knows? Alright, screw that then. How about this? I'll tell you some real history if you can do this one thing for me. There's a nasty stand called the Notorious B.I.G. Apparently, it only comes out when a large amount of rare items are gathered in one place. I'm not made of money or anything, but I bet you've earned a lot from my duplicates. The BIG meter is a key to bringing it out of hiding, and once you do so, it'll put up one heck of a fight. And then show me what you're made of. If you succeed, I'll give you a ticket to ride this thing behind me." So essentially what I'm getting from that is Gyro has been in this and he wants to know where the train goes. However, he doesn't care enough to actually take the ticket and find out, because he doesn't know where he's headed, he doesn't know how long it's going to take, so it's not really concerning him. However, he sees that you care actually and you want to go where it goes, but he's just not going to give you the ticket like that without, helping him with something. So what you need to help him with is kill the BIG. So, since you've earned money from his duplicates, he's expecting you to buy some rare items and summon him. Then once you summon him, you're going to beat him, and then he's going to say this: "So you actually defeated him. Job well done. I can tell you're itching for some compensation, right? Okay, first I'll fill you in on the whole clone thing. Call me crazy, but I'm almost certain that we're in a timeline paradox. If I know anything about timelines, it's that spin connects all occurrences. It may not be driving force behind this anomaly, and I'm not saying that it's normal or anything, it's just that I can sense the direction of the universe. The universe is spinning rapidly. Don't worry, it's not a bad thing, it just means that there are a lot of problems here than any other universe," meaning it's a bad thing. "Fate may be playing a larger part of this, but could the corpse parts themselves? I'm surprised to know you're the bizarre one here. Ha 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 ha. Wait, no. How am I supposed to know you're the bizarre one here? Ha ha, I can't freaking read. Anyway, here's your train ticket, you earned it. I would love to go with you and all that, but I think I ought to stay here to keep things in order." Then if you talk to him again, all he says is, "Feel free to stay here and help out," or whatever. So what I think he means by that is, obviously he's explaining to you why there's a bunch of Gyros there. It's because the timelines are in a paradox. There's a bunch of Gyros there from different timelines, which is why they have different quests. So I guess that explains why some Gyros are like, "Kill Dio." Huh? Oh no, one Gyro's like, "Kill Dio." Gyro doesn't know who Dio is, because the timeline paradox, there was a timeline apparently where Gyro does know who Dio is. Then kill 5,000 people with kindness. Why would Gyro care about being kind or kill 5,000 people? I mean, I know he's an executioner and all that, but like, what? So I guess there's a timeline where Gyro wants to do that. That's just what I'm getting from this. So then, after you've done that, I'm assuming you talk to Jotaro next, because Jotaro is in the next part of the storyline. So you've already went to Italy, you've already done all your stuff, and now you want to talk to Jotaro. So you go over to Jotaro, and he says, I'm not going to give you my trust just because you put on a friendly face, especially in a place like this. If you want to talk, let alone get beaten senseless, you better give me a good reason. Then you tell him about the timeline paradox, and he's like, what the heck is a timeline paradox? Bizarre occurrences? He said it. Stand arrows are appearing out of nowhere. Good grief. So we're in the same boat here. Not that it concerns you or anything, but I've got some bad news. It's just a hunch, but I think someone could be pulling the string. They could even be watching us at this moment. Jeez, if I had known you're gonna crap yourself like this, I wouldn't have told you. He knows. Listen up, I'm only saying this once. If you plan on saving this world, you're gonna need a lot more than a stand. Guts. That's what you need more than anything. Get your head out of the mud and show me your resolve. Go teach those evil Star Platinum users a lesson about copying my style and come back to me when you've defeated 5. So you tell Jotaro about the timeline paradox and he doesn't really give a crap. He just gives more of a crap about how these people are stealing his style with his stand. Which is a Jotaro thing to do. But he thinks he knows who's behind it all. He thinks he knows the mastermind. So after you go and kill all 5 of those Star Platinum users, then he says, not bad. Good to know you aren't some coward. We'll all consider you an ally for now. Also, I found something. It seems to be a stand arrow of some kind, although it doesn't look to be in good condition. Quit gawking at it like that. You're starting to creep me out. You know anything about this kind of arrow? Clearly it has a lot of value in your eyes. I guess you can have it, but let's make a bargain. Bring me a red Aja, and it's yours. So, nobody knows how the frick Jotaro got this arrow, but don't worry, Jotaro has it now. So, Jotaro wants a red Aja for something else in the future, and in return, he'll give you this weird arrow he found. You give him the Aja, and he says, here. Gives you the arrow. Anyways, looks like things are only getting worse around here. The only way to suppress this chaos is to smack some calm into it. Do me a favor and take care of 10 Evil Stone free users. They've been a real pain lately. So I don't know if Jotaro is like trying to help out right now, or if he's just trying to, get these people dead. I don't freaking know. But whatever. You beat up the stone free users, and he's like, gotta hand it to you. You sure have a knack for these kinds of things. Actually, I take it back. It's too soon for flattery. Pay attention. I've got a new job for you. This red Aja definitely has unique properties. It seems to be able to store immense amounts of energy and power and release it. If we can figure out how this thing works, it might lead us to a solid solution to our problems. If I'm not mistaken, this can fit into a mask of some kind. Get me a vampire mask and I'll see if the theory checks out. So, Jotaro knows that the Aja mask has enough power, and he knows that it has enough energy to give someone a lot of power. And he wants to know how it works. So he thinks that it fits into a mask, specifically a vampire mask. So he wants you to get him one to make sure, or to check. Then you give him the mask. He says, thanks. Well, you look at that. It fits perfectly. No, you can't have this one. Nice try though. Now that I've got bait, it's just a matter of patience. What? How is the Aja mask bait? Good grief, do I really need to explain it to you? This object holds ridiculous potential. It's only natural to assume who caused it did it for a reason. The reason is really obvious, not to think that all about it combining all the timelines into one allows them to access anything they want. Stand arrows, Requiem arrows, Aja masks, you name it. All these items have the ability to give abilities, and they're showing up everywhere. I'm certain of it. They are trying to amass rare items in order to become stronger. Your final mission is to take out the mastermind as soon as he shows his face. Once we defeat him, we'll get answers. And then he's meaning Diavolo, but I don't know. He's saying kill the mastermind, but you don't really know who the mastermind is, but he wants him dead, so. You kill Diavolo because I guess you find out he's the mastermind behind the whole thing. And also you have Italy unlocked, so yeah. Thanks to Gyro. Diavolo. Or Diavolo. I don't know anymore. I can't say I'm surprised. I sort of suspected he must have been involved in this. The corpse part seems to have been his most prized possession. Well, in any case, it's yours now. I should mention that you made contact with the corpse, and now you can absorb its power. Oh, and while you're busy, I investigated some of those weird plants that have been sprouted up here and are now connected. Investigated some of the weird plants that have been sprouting up and around here. Now that you've been in contact with the Diavolo, eating a stone roca fruit next to a wall eyes might cause fusion to take place. Not a fan of the whole fusion idea myself, although you might get some use out of it. Also, about the mystery of this place, I'm not convinced this Diavolo guy is the real mastermind. Good grief, it's not like all your work was for nothing, so don't look at me like that. And then you talk to Jotaro again, and he can now craft you an agent mask and stuff, but it's now that Diavolo is not the real mastermind, and there's someone else behind it. So far nobody else really ties into the story. The only other person with dialogue is Pucci, but he doesn't really talk about the story. All he says is, you approach me for what reason? You want to receive my teachings? To receive my good wills? Maybe you seek to attain heaven. If so, I'd be happy to guide you. It is something else you seek? Ah, you are here for that. Yes, I suppose I could assist you, but I don't help those who are against God. If you are worthy, then come, sinner, and I will accommodate for your safety. So basically, he's just saying his own thing, talking about his own stand stuff. So here's what I think, my theories of the whole situation and how it's going to go and how I think it's going to go. So if they choose to continue the storyline, we're going to get a steel ball run map because they confirmed it and they're going to update it soon. So anyway, after the steel ball run map, I see plenty of opportunities to add more stuff to the story, like maybe Johnny knows some stuff or something like that. And since it's a time paradox, you can definitely connect Pucci and Dio together as a side story that eventually connects into the main story, which would be kind of cool and obviously give other people like a reason for it, like maybe completing that quest can give you a cool item, I don't know. But you definitely have to add Funny Valentine, because it makes sense that Funny Valentine would be the mastermind behind all this. That's his whole thing, to be able to do universe stuff. So anyway, yeah, that's just my take on it, and that's just me explaining it to you on everything that's going on so far, because I know 90% of the people who play, 97% of the people who play Project JoJo could give a crap, they couldn't give a crap about the storyline. Frick, I couldn't give a crap about the storyline until I actually found out there was one. Like, I was actually talking to one of the NPCs, I was like, wait, he speaks. So then I realized, wait, does Project JoJo have a storyline? And then I realized it does! So I made a few alt accounts to, start over and see what the storyline actually was. Anyway, if you like this video and you want to see a part 2, if they end up adding more of the storyline, then obviously click the like button and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Ciao.